I felt like, in the second ball game, I thought we really swung the bats well. We just, we didn't put a whole lot together in the second game. But I think Miles came in and gave us a chance to win the game. Really proud of Matt Tatum. I thought he came there and threw some quality pitches. But you look up and down our lineup and you say, Wes came out of it and hit some balls hard. Jake Vigorson hit 3 balls hard in a row. You look up and down our lineup and everybody's hitting balls hard. We just couldn't string anything together and we couldn't get some balls to fall when we wanted it to. But the same thing could be said for those guys in the first game. So it's SEC baseball, and we're at the rubber match tomorrow, and it's a big ball game for us for a lot of different reasons.
You bring in Holder in that bases loaded situation. I mean, that's the ball game right there, and he found the strike zone early.
He did. Lindgren, it's tough for those relief guys. It's almost like a start. Lindgren almost had a start there, and the reason we wanted to get him out was for 2 reasons. Number one, we felt like Jonathan could find the strike zone, but also, Lindgren only threw 17 pitches, and he'll be available tomorrow to help us too. I think we might get Holder back for tomorrow as well. We'll have Woodruff available tomorrow. We'll have Benny available tomorrow. And we're going to wait and see how Preston Brown feels. If Preston gets up tomorrow and feels like he has this whole week, there's a pretty good chance we'll give him the baseball to start us off tomorrow. I don't know how deep he can get us into the ball game, but certainly, he's a guy who can create sync and create tempo and hopefully get us going.
Is Holder more of a situation thing, depending on what happens, or is he 100% available? Or
yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Like every day, we'll just check on him and find out, what his availability is. We rely on the kids to tell us how they're feeling at that moment. It's like, hey, coach, it ain't going to happen today, and we shut him down. Coach, I think I can give you an inning. Until they get out there and play catch during the course of the warm-ups, it's really hard. In fact, till you get them down to the bullpen and have to throw some balls, you can't. It's hard to tell.
When you've seen film on Mengden this year, John, his numbers just haven't matched his talent and who he is.
Right.
But it seemed like he was able to find some sort of pitch to contact method tonight.
Yeah, he pitched well tonight, although, again, we get 11 hits, and we took a ton of good swings. I thought, coming out after last year, I thought he's going to be one of the best guys in our league statistically. Like, he's just got such a great arm. But he battled, and he pitched a lot differently than he did a year ago. He really pitched off his changeup and his breaking ball tonight. Last year, he really tried to pitch off his fastball a lot more. But he just kept competing, kept his team in there, and we found gloves, and I just think he just persevered.
Ross has been so good for so long. A night like this, sooner or later, somebody's going to get to him. He just had a few things not go his way.
Yeah, the thing about Ross is, we walked some guys that we probably shouldn't have. But the biggest point playing the ball game is, we had the bunt to third base, and Britton's standing right there. He might be the best defender on that side of the field in the SEC, and he calls it clearly. Our communication's ball. He's screaming ball, and Ross don't let him have the baseball. And Ross, of course, is running away from his play toward our dugout. And Britton's running, if he fields that ball, he's running toward his play at first base, and we're going to get it out. And that's the thing, when you go outside the communication sequence, when you go outside of what we're trying to do, that's the thing that happens. And we've been pretty good in those situations all year long. But, to Ross's credit, he's trying to do something special. We just don't need anything special there. We need something average. Just throw the runner out. That's probably going to take a run, maybe 2 runs off the board. And then if our phantom bounce over the fence doesn't go over the fence there with, Detsy's going to score. He's crossing home plate as the ball's bouncing over. I mean, those 2 plays, if that ball stays in the ballpark and we just take care of that bunt with Britton, it's a whole different thing. But when you tempt fate in that way at this level in the Southeastern Conference, you're going to get beaten. That's exactly what happened.
You talked about Matthew Britton before the series started. Is there something specific that he's done to kind of get himself in a groove at the plate?
Yeah, there's a couple of mechanical things he's done that I really like. Just a little quicker, shorter, more economic movements with his hands, and yeah, he's really hitting baseball well. I'm really pleased with his defensive ability. I mean, if he contributes the way I think he can offensively, he can do a lot for our ball club.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for your time.